drink some water, and take an ibuprofen. We're the trophy husbands.
Take 18 ibuprofen.
Who's ready for round 3?
That's gonna kill you. That'll kill you too. I'm Marcus.
I'm Luke.
I'm Steve.
And I am Nick, and we are the Trophy Husbands, and we are coming to you Sunday after St. Patrick's Day weekend.
Ouch. It hurt.
I think I'm good.
Friday night hurt. Friday hurt.
Cruel mistress.
Saturday, yes. I didn't start feeling better until I started drinking it on Saturday night.
It's funny because all of us were just like, bruh, and Nick's just like, here we go again! And we're like, no, wait.
Stumbling around with his Irish coffee in his hand, like, yeah, let's go do this.
Sorry.
It's okay. You can see him like that every week.
At least he's consistent.
There we go.
It's like that drunk uncle.
He does have nieces and nephews.
I do have a niece.
Oh my god!
He's the drunk uncle.
Have you seen? You've seen an SNL skit, Drunk Uncle?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They bring him on to weekly or
The weekly report or whatever.
The
Yeah.
breakdown or whatever, yeah.
Oh my god, it's so funny! I love Drunk Uncle. He is the best.
So, where do we want to start here, guys? Because we had a snowstorm, too, here before.
Yeah.
And I don't know if any of you guys really did anything.
Fuck that snowstorm.
For the snowstorm, Alex and I both ended up having off on Tuesday, and we found out by, 5 o'clock Monday. So we went down to the waterway, had a dinner there, and then drank there until, 9, and then we were at the Hound from, 9 until... close to 11, just putting back drinks and whatnot. We enjoyed having a day off, knowing we had a day off. And we're like, all right, let's just go out and have some fun.
That's the best of just, knowing that you're going to have, unexpectedly knowing you're having a day off. I can't wait to do nothing tomorrow. It's Tuesday. I get to chill.
Yeah.
I just worked on fucking homework and shit. I worked until 11, so by the time I had...
Oh, by the time you got out, it was coming down pretty good.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I'm going to fuck to sleep. I'm going to sleep, and then the next day... No, I had worked till 11. Amanda had texted me and was just like, hey, we're all hanging out, come over. And then, I went over to her place, and we watched some... I forget the fucking name of it, but some random horror movie, and it was funny because, it's all of us crammed in this room, and then the one guy next to me, he's just trying to make jokes out of everything. And it's just it's a reach, bro.
Doing his own commentary on everything.
Yeah, pretty much. He's just one man Mystery Science Theater, just going for it. It's not even they're good. He's just punch after punch after punch, whatever's landing.
Was it Richie? That's Richie.
I wasn't.
He listens to this. He's going to be offended.
Ooh, crab out.
Wow.
No DuckTales for you.
That's right.
Anyway,
But no.
But yeah, made his own commentary.
Yeah, made his own commentary, and then it's funny because we're all just kind of yeah, it's a horror movie, but meanwhile Amanda's in the corner next to Winters, and then she's bunched up, watching the movie so intensely, and it's just everything is just what is going? Oh my god! She's that person. And then I didn't get home. I got home at 3 in the morning because we all just hung out and stayed and watched the movie.
I was about to say, I hope you didn't have to walk home again like you did in the snowstorm last year.
With you, when you and Eric walked from my house to your house.
We went from your house to my house. I helped shovel, hung out there, and then we walked back to West Campus. And hung out with our friends. It was kind of fun though. It was because nobody was out, and it was just snowing.
Ghost town. It was
oh yeah,
post-apocalyptic zombie land.
It really was. And then it's just I have my adult snowsuit on, and I was can't nobody tell me shit.
I can't know how you did that because I remember coming back from this girls in the morning or the afternoon when it was snowing.
Oh yeah,
and I can't. It's this is a block down the street. I can't do this. When you guys said you were going to walk all the way back to your house. I was like, okay, well, be safe. They're yeah, we'll be back later. No, you're not. I did not believe it for a second. But he did.
We were.
Yeah.
Anyway, though, so that was Tuesday. Unexpected, mid-weekend week. And so then, though, the real prize of it, Friday, was St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
How was everybody's Friday?
I stayed in and just went to bed.
Bull
early.
crap.
Yep. Yeah.
Marcus was on rare form. He almost pulled Halloween.
Trophy Husband's Twitter says otherwise. I got pics to prove it. Pics or it didn't happen.
Pics or it didn't happen. It
I have
happened.
Plenty of pics.
Fake pics. Fake pics.
Fake pics. They're
All
photoshopped.
pics.
They're
They
all
were actually
photoshopped.
from Saturday, and yeah.
If they were from Saturday, you'd be in much worse condition than you are right now.
Yeah. We all went a little bit hard.
I mean,
more than
like,
others.
Did not fuck around.
No,
you
we
said
did
you
not.
put down like a third of a fifth or something, right?
Half.
At least
a little bit more than half because you saw.
Yeah, I
you
saw it when you brought it to
Yeah.
Amanda's yesterday. Like,
and it was woo. All right. So I was just like, yeah, I got this, and I go over to my friend's place. I'm hanging out with my friends, Lacey and JP, and I didn't realize how much I drank until it was way too late. Like,
Doesn't that always seem to be how it happens?
yeah, and it's just like it's the worst. It's just like it's inside you now, and you can't get rid of it. Like you just have to ride this ride out. But I like
You're strapped in, ready
Yeah.
to go.
it's like, all right,
I drank
I'm
half.
fixing this.
Buckle up, mother effer.
Pretty much. That was 3 drinks. I used that much of that bottle in 3 drinks.
You really were going.
It was totally unintentional. And so I got there at 8:30. By like 10 o'clock, 10:30, blackout. Just like straight dumpster fire. Like, done. Why? Like, again, like that thought when we were on the group Twitter, and it was just like, why do they let us have alcohol?
Why do they allow us to have alcohol?
Yeah, like, and it was just like I didn't even mean to drink that much. I just came into it. I was
Casually,
like,
just kind of like,
Okay.
yeah.
oh,
Oh,
Wait, did I do that?
that's
Yeah.
the saying that only Steve Urkel and blackout drunks say. Did I do that?
yeah.
Can we get a mixture of the two? Blackout Steve Urkel?
There's an episode where Urkel gets drunk and it's really funny.
Is there?
Well, he's at some party and like all the bullies are like kind of making fun of him, but he's fine. So they spike all his drinks.
Oh,
and he
jeez.
gets them really drunk and he like almost jumps off a roof because he's so wasted.
I do
But-
not recall this
Yeah,
episode.
I mean, it's not like I watched Family Matters
Right.
growing up, but I
Not as
remember-
much as Fast and Furious.
Stop it!
Tell the audience about your file cabinets.
My archives, my Furious archives.
Yeah. We were talking about the Fast and the Furious earlier, and he's just like,
damn it.
he's just like,
At least
yeah.
you're shitting like straight to my face now. Because I leave for an episode. It's
Here's
like,
the fan, throw it right in there.
there.
Directed towards Luke.
we're talking about the Fast and the Furious franchise, and it's just like, how many movies are they going to do? And Steve's like, well, I think they were going to do 10. And Steve's just astounded. He's just like, 10 films? 10 films. And then Luke's just like, well, like, starts, like telling how they're all interconnected and shit. And he's just like, well, Tokyo Drift was terrible. I was like, but I liked Tokyo Drift. I don't know where it went into the timeline. And he starts to break it down. He's like, well, after the 7th movie, if you see...
because it falls in place between 6 and 7.
And here he goes again.
I'm just clearing it up so you don't fuck it up.
Can't trust you. Need the proper historian.
And that is Luke.
Luke, who are PhD furious.
50 Shades of Furious.
He's got like the circle glasses, like the professor glasses, like sitting there with like a golfer's hat to the side, smoking a pipe, just like. Nah.
That sounds like a really bad gen ed class. You could take. Like,
Intro to film. You have to watch Fast and Furious.
Intro to Furious.
Luke comes in with a shaved head and a bomber jacket on.
He's not Luke. He's not Vin Diesel. He's Luke Supreme.
Yes.
Whatever.
Too furious for you,
Too Furious.
literally.
So,
But anyway, continuing on St. Patrick's Day.
yes.
What a hellacious day that was.
I mean, I got off from work, got back, and I'm just like, all right, it's go time. I think I told you guys earlier that night, literally, I kept on having all the teachers and whatnot at my work keep asking me, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And, like, not all older teachers, like, teachers that are 28, 29, 30 years old, like, right in our age group.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I'm like, oh, I'm going to go drink out my friend. Like, oh, well, you have a good time and let me know what you did on Monday. Like, they're trying to live vicariously through me. And I'm like, you should
just
do
been
this
like,
yourself.
Yeah, come fucking hang out with us because we're awesome.
Exactly. And so I got off from work and whatnot, and I just went into it. I was out and about doing stuff downtown and everything. By the time I got to Murph's, first I ended up walking over to Greg's place where I had some of the fantastic Iceland vodka Luke had.
Vodka.
The Icelandic Vlad.
I don't.
Yes,
know,
that's what it was.
I don't know if I told what I bought it in a liquor store in Iceland. It was $35 for like this half-liter bottle. I was like,
It's Iceland.
And then I get to the airport and the same bottle is in the duty-free shop. It was $12. Like, but I was like, well, maybe it'll be okay. It tasted like Vlad. It was the rubbing alcohol aftertaste.
Yeah.
It was
But-
not good.
That sounds awful.
It
was-
really,
yeah, it was.
it was straight up like,
Sad disappointment.
Yeah, it's like
You should write them. You should write a review.
A strongly
Good.
worded review.
American here. This vodka is shit.
I could just go out and buy Vlad, which is at least $7.
At least I get more for the same price.
You should start this review with all caps and it should say, "Oh, my stars and stripes."
oh god.
Uncle Sam wants to punch his vodka in the face.
This vodka helped the Red Scare. Punch it!
In response, the Icelandic people give Luke free trips forever.
They're like, somebody finally said what we've been thinking for years.
More like they want him to shut up and take the post down.
Or that too.
Every time he gets there, like something mysteriously goes wrong with his trip, but he makes it through. It's just like, oh well, that car almost blew up, but we made it. And there's like, fuck, we still didn't take him out.
It must please him.
But
Until we kill him in Iceland,
in Iceland.
Feed him to the trolls.
it'll make their dicks grow bigger.
I've got a picture of a troll dick on here if you want to see it.
I'm good, bro.
The troll dick looks like a male dick.
It just looks like a really fat dick.
So if they have a fucking cheese wheel, are they a troll now?
Yes.
I guess.
Continuing on with the Friday festivities.
Anyway, so I got down to Greg's place, had a few shots of that, and by the time I got into Murph's, I was feeling pretty good because I was about, what was that? It's 15 shots in and like 5 or 6 beers.
Only a couple. Only a couple.
Oh no, he loves doing that.
Yeah, only a couple beers.
Just the casual, like, you know.
A normal person's
past noon haven't stopped.
a normal
If-
person's liver would
so
be
I
shat
was
out of the
warned.
If
toilet.
you hadn't pointed it out right now, I hear it so much. I just look forward
Glaze
to
over
it.
it.
Yeah, only 15? Cool.
only.
But
normal.
I got into Murph's with Luke and Greg, and Marcus is already there. Steve Stein's there, and we pretty much just rocked it out from there. Like, good times had by all.
That's weird. Dismissive.
Dismissive. Is that a sausage?
But yeah.
Nick came over to
It looks
Over
like
my
a weird
Greg.
Vienna sausage that got lost in the couch.
picture of a troll
so it
dick.
grew hair and
Got dust bunnies on it. It's like, who dropped the sausage back here?
It was like Friday night, like when you came over, like we had been drinking. Greg and I had been drinking for a little while, but it was like right after we left from Murph's, I went from like 0 to shit face.
Yeah.
Right when I sat down in the booth, I was like, wait a second.
Yep.
When did this happen?
What is this fucking time warp here? I just went through Interstellar's wormhole.
Let's
like,
do the time.
Well, you
warp again.
haven't drank that much, right?
No.
I haven't
No.
drank that
We're on
much,
each
and I was
other's
like,
team.
I drank maybe 2 beers, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
whoa.
It was weird. I guess like because Friday night was the first time that I went like super hard in the new year. And I figured, like, I'll just, like, you know, treat, like, those old habits you do, like, when you're getting trashed. It's like,
Right.
I'll be fine. No, I was not fine.
No. I'm just glad, like, all right. So, like I said, by like 10 o'clock, I was stupid. And then the thing I think that saved me from feeling more like a trash person the next day was in between, we took the shuttle from college to Murph's. In between, I just pounded a Powerade. I was just like,
that probably did help. But yeah, like Friday night, then we chilled at the bar, drank and whatnot, but nothing too terribly exciting happened afterwards for me because I walked home from there, but I don't know what ended up with you guys.
I just
where did you end up? Like,
didn't you go to Sam's?
No. I went back to my friend's place, and
Oh.
the place that I pre-gamed at, my friends Lacey and JP, and I just crashed there. But this is what I remember from Friday.
stops.
Silence. Well, I mean, it's like how Luke said. He's like, he's like, I didn't black out last night, but it's all kind of iffy. He's like, I browned out.
No.
It's like if I put on prescription glasses that I don't need for the entire night. It's gonna be
Blacking
really
out is an understatement. I just like
That is true. That's what being drunk is like.
If you
Putting on a
put
pair
like a
of...
prescription that's too
like
much
fucked
like,
up.
yeah.
Like when you're a kid and you just grab somebody's glasses, you're like, yeah, it's so weird.
I can't see you now.
And then your parents yell at you like, you're gonna ruin your eyes like that.
10 years later, he's wearing -5.
Exactly.
and somebody else yelling at you. It's just like, all right, get the fuck out of the bar now. It's not your parents anymore. It's the bouncer.
That's a hell of a time warp right there.
Yeah, but no, I like, you, like, all right, when you know how when you drink, you just kind of like, oh, you know, what time is it? And you just don't realize, like, I feel like I had one of the fucking trolls from your trip come and just steal my night. Like, that's how it feels.
This is my
Yeah, like, because it went from like, yeah, we're pre-gaming to like, it's 3 a.m. and I'm like, oh god,
When did this happen?
So
So wait, do you remember much of Murph at all?
I'm about to tell you what I do remember.
Okay.
Don't worry, the list is short.
Oh yeah, it's abbreviated as fuck. So I actually texted my two friends, and I was just like, "Hey, so we're gonna be talking about this on the podcast. Any significant highlights?"
What did I do?
That's not a good feeling to have. But all right, so I do remember. We get there, I get a set of wells. And I'm chilling, and I accidentally just knocked one into one of the girls' laps, just like dead, like smooth, just like boop, just like right in her
Worst
fucking lap.
pickup line ever.
Yep.
Hey girl, you wet? Yeah, you are, 'cause I just made you wet with my drink.
Ew.
That's gonna work.
We're just gonna look at each other and go, no.
pretty much. That's something that's like a weird like Hail Mary Vegas line. Like it's only gonna work if you're somewhere that's not local.
You wet and sticky? Stop it.
You wet and sticky? Whoops, you are now.
Oh god.
So not
Look at each other again.
No.
That's the whole point. It's supposed to be awkward.
I love it. the new shit on Nick.
It's nothing new, really.
It's already happened.
but it's a trope now. It's just like
No. Do you not remember that one episode you were screaming poop on Nick? Like, it's poop on Nick's day!
He was so excited about it.
Yeah, he was.
it's time to do it.
Alright. So I did that. That was fucking smooth. I remember that I had I had beads. Like I had a fuck ton.
You had a boatload of beads, dude.
Yeah.
I
You're
had
just
way-
like shouting them out like, yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, I had way too many beads for life. And well, what happened was at school they had so it snowed Tuesday, and so since it snowed Tuesday, everything was shut down, and everyone's just like, yeah, whatever. So that Thursday when I went in, they did Mardi Gras, like a celebration for Mardi Gras. They had Pie Day, and then they also did St. Patrick's Day. So
All
they had
rolled into
stuff,
one.
Yeah.
like all rolled into one. There's like pie, and they had like Chick-fil-A, and they had stuff for like what it was just like this giant smart, and they had
Smorgasbord.
pizza, and I'm just like, yes,
Yes.
Yes.
The answer is yes.
the answer is, as I like to say, the answer is yes. So my friend Matt was one of the people running the thing, and they had like all those beads. So I asked Matt, because I had to go to class, I'm just like, Matt, what time is this thing done? And he's like, it's done at 3. And I was like, all right, I get out of class at like 3:15. So if I come back and all these beads are here, can I have them? And he's just like, please take them.
Like,
I don't want to fucking deal with them.
I'd be insulted if you didn't.
He did say that. He's like, I would be insulted if you did not come back and take them all.
Well,
so
there you go.
I showed up after class, and he's just like, he smiles at me. He's just like, you're here for the beads, aren't you? I'm like, yes, I am.
Yes, sir.
And so he's trying to like make them
correct.
untangle them and get them all. I was just like, just throw them in my fucking backpack, Matt. I don't have time for this shit. So I show up to the bar and it's just
Wearing
like
like a freaking scarf of beads.
It's like motherfuckers never saw beads before. Everyone's just like, oh yeah, beads. But I've already known that. That's a theory that I've proved time and time again. But so I show up and I got a gazillion beads. Spill a drink and pour Colleen's lap.
Give her some beads.
I think I did.
Sorry, I spilled here's some beads.
I just remember the next day.
You can clean that up with these.
I have enough. I think it'll
These
soak
don't
up.
soak anything up.
Plastic soaks, right?
No, but they're
No,
shaped like
it's
shamrocks. It's the look of the Irish. Yeah. But, so I remember the next morning, I wake up with way less beads than I had. I'm just like, the fuck even happened last night?
Well, Greg and I have a bunch of them.
I know you have a bunch. Fucking Jenna has some. Nick has some.
I have like 3 or 4.
Everybody just wanted them, and it was just like, how do I get beads? But it's a theory that I've proved. Like,
How do I get beads? How do I get them?
no, dude, like
Well,
next
it's like,
time.
Marcus is like walking around Murphs with the beads, and he's like, start giving the girls like, where are the boobs? This is Mardi Gras. Like,
Just everyone.
Just a fat man in the corner and go, woo!
That's when you know it's a party.
oh god,
That's what it officially is.
that's when you know. Like,
Your face is so confused.
That's when you know.
that dude in the corner. We are.
That's when it's a party.
Gentlemen, we are officially partying.
Stamp of approval. Bam, fat guy in the corner wooing. So, there was that. Apparently, I danced with, like, everyone ever at the... I was just, like, all over the place, which I don't remember, but I'll take it.
Oh, there you go. At least no one said you were a bad dancer.
Yeah.
Oh, when the wobble tells you what to do, you do it.
The wobble doesn't actually tell you what to do.
No, I just figure it's the same as the cha-cha slide. Like,
No,
It's just
you have
wobble
to
beep,
know.
wobble beep,
I
wobble
don't
beep.
know. It's wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby,
Get out
wobble
now.
baby. Yeah.
I just remember pretty much...
Yeah.
I want Luke's
Luke's wobble.
Luke's remix. Remix! Luke Hoover! Wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby.
The fucking Hangover Mega Mix from DJ Hook Hoover.
That's all Luke's. That's all Luke's remixes would
He
be.
records his best when he's hung over.
That's all Luke's remixes would be. Just him redoing songs hungover.
Yeah.
With no effort. Yeah.
Wobble baby, wobble baby.
Yeah.
And somewhere in the middle of each one, he's making breakfast.
You hear him like singing, he's just like, wherever. Oh shit, we're out of bacon.
This was looking forward to.
Shit, Canadian bacon it is. Just really nice ham.
I was about to say, God dang it, it's ham.
Everyone just stops dancing for a second and listens to him talk about breakfast and then just goes back to
I
dancing.
just want some bacon. Jesus. Here. Far.
Wherever you are.
It gets so popular, it hits national news. They're like, there's a new thing.
Hungover singing and cooking with Luke. DJ Luke in his house. Yeah.
And to have, I need an ibuprofen.
Why is he hungover at 2 a.m.? Lit, like DJ Lit is like, you have your Here's DJ says, like, that dude is fucked up.
Here's your cool down round, everybody. DJ Luke Hoover.
It's called Hair the Dog. So Luke Hoover original.
This is your slow dance remixes.
So like Hair the Dog is nothing but shots by LMFAO. For like an hour. Shots. Everybody. But yeah, so like danced with everyone apparently.
Even the fat guy in the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, he was the best.
He's the best, man.
Woo!
And then, like, so there it's me, Lacey, and JP, and their roommate Eliana comes, and she's just like, yeah, we're going back, blah blah blah. And so I remember we all pile in the car, and I think it was like 1:30, 1:45, and they're just driving like 5 minutes to get back, but the entire time I just passed out on JP for like the 5-minute car ride. I'm just like melting in the back seat, and she's just like, "Excuse me, sir, can you sit on your side of the car?" And I'm like, "No, it can't, no." And then I vaguely remember Lacey calling me an asshole probably about 30 times within the night. She's just like, "You're such an asshole when you're drunk." I'm like, "No, I'm not.
I promise I'm not."
No, I'm not.
And then you do something more assholey.
I don't remember, and I'm like,
Exactly.
I neither confirm nor deny.
Like,
I said it
Marcus,
wrong,
when did you get that street sign? I'm not an asshole.
"How'd you pull it out?" "I don't know. Can we fit it in the car?" Like I'm kind of dreading seeing her. Like,
When did you get that tire?
you just see a tire iron like covered in grease, like carrying a tire down the street. We have to go. I think they saw me. We have to go.
All right, I'm sorry. That's my last cutaway first.
Star swipe.
Apparently, there was star swipes in audio editing. You just say star swipe.
Just say it like really fast. Star swipe.
Oh, Lord.
So we get back to their place, and apparently everybody's, end of the night, everybody's changing, blah, 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 and I just stole JP's bed. I was just like, "This is mine!" And she's like, trying to
Marcus
kick me
is a
out.
dick.
Like, no, you can't do that.
Yeah, she's just like, "You can sleep on the futon," and I was just like, "Bad."
Bad.
So I ended up, and it's a twin bed, so I ended up like commandeering half her bed and like sleeping on my side like a fucking pencil.
Oh, jeez.
And, like, and I just woke up the next morning, and I just like I had like one of her t-shirts on somehow, and I was just like, "What the fuck did I do last night?" Like, not in that sense, but I'm just like, I remembered nothing. And then like the entire time, I just feel like shit, and she's giggling the entire time, and she must have said "oh honey" like 5 times, like as she was like
Oh,
packing
honey.
her bag. Yeah, it wasn't like she's just like, "Oh honey, you,
Oh, you.
look at you," and I was just like, "Oh God," and I could just feel like, because like when your friend goes "oh honey," it's just like, you're bad. Like you're in a bad spot. You need to go home and just like be a hermit for the next day.
I mean, St. Patrick's Day was fun. St. Patrick's Day was fun.
Yeah. But it was like that, and then the elevator ride down, and then like when we sat in like her car, because she dropped me off back at my car, which was at Murph's, and the entire time she's just giggling and just like, "Oh honey."
I know something you don't know.
Oh, it wasn't even that.
No, but
it was
it's
just
funny,
like,
yes.
yeah, it was just like, I don't feel like shit. That's what it was.
So
And,
then,
yeah.
Saturday,
I don't think anyone could stay angry at you long enough.
Yeah.
probably.
I don't know. This will be the litmus test. Because I do remember getting called an asshole like 20 times within an evening. That I do remember.
Dang.
I did something. I
Don't know what.
I don't know, and I don't want to find out. Like, I just remember she's just like, "You're such an asshole when you're drunk. Like, I've never seen you this drunk." And I'm like, "No, I'm not. No,
I'm not a
like,
dick, I
no." Like, we've all hung out like numerous times, but it was never.
Hammered, Marcus.
Yeah, it was never hammered, Marcus. It was slightly tipsy. That was the time I crashed girls' night and drank half a bottle of wine to myself. But it wasn't a half a fifth of vodka, which is very different.
Yes. Yes, it is. So then Saturday, Steve and I and Maggie and then our friend Ian and his girlfriend Brittany, we ended up at Collusions for a little bit, had a couple beers up there. Steve got the taste tester ones that are really small.
Trump size.
Trump size. Small glasses for small hands.
That reminds me of that Burger King commercial where they're just like, I can't eat a burger because I have these tiny hands.
Right. He's wearing the foam fingers over top so no one sees.
You think that's how Donald Trump is? Like, he walks in like, I can't
He's
grab
got like
this
rubber
whole
hands he
burger.
puts over his other hands.
Just like glove, like fitting.
Exactly.
I shouldn't laugh.
Prosthetic
Can't
hands.
make, yeah, you shouldn't laugh at people with disabilities.
Right.
Like, it's not nice.
Nah, it's not nice.
It's not nice to
But
laugh at
fuck
Trump
Donald
and his
Trump.
tiny hands.
Fuck Donald Trump.
But
Just imagine him, like, he can't reach anything or hold anything because he has tiny hands, so he has, like, the little shark grabber thingy. With the,
like the one that like old people use to like,
Yeah.
get stuff off the top shelf.
yeah.
Yeah, so we
I think you should find out what that blackout story is and tell us
I
next
don't-
week.
I agree.
I
I
don't wanna-
completely agree.
I like the shrouded in mystery part.
Yeah, but doesn't a part of you feel like a to be continued? Like, I wanna know.
Doesn't a part of you think this will make great podcast material?
Well, that's not why I want to.
Part of me just wants to, like, curl up in a ball and not come out of my house for, like, a week. It's like,
I've done asshole things when I'm drunk. That's why.
yeah, we know.
Just makes you feel better when you hear other people do it too.
I've never seen you be an asshole when drunk, Steven. Just
Oh.
do dumb stuff. Like, last time-
Action Steve.
like when you hurt your knee that night, you were just like, you know, woo! I'm the best! The whole night.
The whole night, you were just like...
But my knee's feeling better now.
Yeah,
It's not as bad as it was.
Yeah, but the whole night, you were just like... It was like that kid at the top of the hill that's about to go down the, like, sled and hit the ramp and everything, and we're just like, don't do that. He was like, but it's gonna be so cool. It's gonna be so cool. Like, I'm gonna hit that
And when I
ramp.
do it, you guys are gonna be like, "You're amazing."
You're the coolest, Steve.
It's gonna be like
Steve.
Everyone starts chanting.
everyone's hoping for that.
Steve, will
Right?
you sign my sticker book?
This is what goes on in the mind of drunk Steve.
I'm a hero.
You see Steve on a sled with, like, fucking flames coming out of the back of it, and he has an Evil Knievel outfit on.
It's like that episode of The Simpsons where Bart's trying to jump over that large
Right,
canyon.
right.
I was thinking, like, from South Park, where they all pretend to be superheroes. You're Mitberry Crunch!
Oh my god, and Berry Crunch.
Oh god. But after Collusion, then we ended up going down. Sorry, that's really funny. We ended up going down to Murph's, and Luke and Marcus were there, as were Lopez and Bianca. And yeah, that was pretty much just chilling there and throwing back a few beers and whatnot.
I haven't seen Travis in a long time.
Yeah.
For that.
And then after that, stopped over at Amanda's place for a little bit, and then I just walked home.
I hung out for a little while after that. The funniest thing was Eric really wanted to play Munchkin.
Oh my god, he was so hardcore on it.
adamant about playing Munchkin.
And then I was, when he said the thing about Munchkin, I was thinking about what Marcus said about Munchkin about with him playing. Where he's, like,
Where he
super
has to
competitive.
win.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was like, no one wants to play with you.
But so he was trying to get us, like, we had started the game earlier in the night, the few of us, but we just left it out. And Eric was like, Munchkin, we have to play. And it was like, nah, I can't. I don't have the attention
It's
span
like
right now.
2:30 in the morning, and he's wide awake, and we're all just like,
I'm pretty
oh.
drunk. And then so he finally convinced Sam to play. Like, I don't know. He was trying to. It was someone else. He tried to get someone else too, but
Greg
Greg
wanted to play,
Greg wanted
but
to
he
play.
realized how late it was, and that he had to be at work in like 7 hours.
It's like, I gotta get up soon. So he left, and then basically, just Eric was like giving Sam the crash course of Munchkin. They're playing like just 1v1. You're like, oh,
sounds awful.
Yeah, but then it's like, you know, Eric's like still like shitting on him, taking all his stuff. Like, you know, I'm gonna teach you this.
I think the
Is
funniest.
this gratifying for you?
Dance puppets.
I will shit on you while I'm teaching you.
No
I
better
think the
way.
funniest part was just we got to Amanda's and Marcus just sprawled out on the couch, put his head on Amanda's lap, was like, "I'm done."
Yeah, I did that. That's the thing I did.
Because Marcus rallied last night.
Yeah. You're just like, round 2 because Mama didn't raise no bitch. And I'm like, why?
I gotta say stuff like that, Luke.
Like, why did they let us have alcohol?
Because it's awesome. Who's ready for round 2?
Oh,
No.
God.
Nope. Big old nope.
Oh,
Nick's walking up the stairs today when I first showed up here. So, ready for round 3? It's like, you go to hell, sir.
I'll buy you a ticket.
Yeah.
So, all in all, a successful St. Patrick's Day
I
weekend.
mean, I
Yeah.
survived. So,
Yeah.
like,
But guys, there could be a round 3 tonight.
oh,
Fucker, it is Sunday.
no.
Do you
I
have
got
off
shit
on
to do
Monday?
tomorrow.
You have to work tomorrow. I think you have to be at work earlier than any of us had to.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We should mention that, though. Luke got a grown-up job.
Yeah, I got a job. Woo, real job. I don't want to talk about it on the air because you know that I'm just,
Technicals, yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
I got a job. I'm full time, really good employed. So yay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Now you know how I feel.
Yeah, well, if it ever were to come up in like a conversation at work of this, it'd be like, it's a fictionalized version of me. I'm an actor. You don't.
Well, that's why I don't even have my Twitter connected
Right, yeah,
to it
yeah.
at all. I don't want friendship with the Twitter. I don't want.
I probably
Not
should.
expedited.
I should probably like protect my tweets.
Or get a new one. Have
then
it
you-
just be
but
Corporate Luke.
Yeah.
That's the literal handle. Corporate
But
Luke.
that just sounds like a parody account in itself.
That's the
like
point.
like presidential quote, presidential Trump.
Yeah, like,
Be like, the real Luke Twitter, I swear.
That's great though, because I love that presidential account because it just goes and like takes Trump's tweets and makes
like the
them
dumb things he says. It's like it twists them to be inspirational and like
makes them sound correct.
right, like what you should say in this situation.
Oh,
But then was Friday night. I don't know. I didn't go to sleep till like noon yesterday.
Jesus. Were you drinking that entire time?
No. I mean, Greg and I stayed up and, like for a little while. That's the thing. Greg had to take a fucking test for Saturday
Oh,
morning.
yeah.
Like he it's just like it's a test that all business majors have to take right before they graduate. And he texted me Thursday and was like, I don't think I really want to. I can't really like drink too much. I was like, okay, that's fine. I'm not gonna like twist your arm to like pour vodka down your throat. So we were started hanging out on on Friday. We're just chilling, just watching the new Iron Fist show, drinking some beers.
It's so bad.
Yeah, it's so bad. It's really
But I
bad.
can't stop watching.
I watched the first 2 episodes. It's like, but
The first 2 episodes, you think, oh, okay, we're gonna get past this.
it's like just
It'll be
truck through
better.
it. No, it doesn't work. But then so Greg just starts like, he's pounding beers and starts taking shots, and then he's like, all right, I can like stay out till probably around close, yeah, of the bar, yeah. So we get to the bar, we keep drinking, keep going, and then we go back to his house. Drinks more. He's like, I'm going over to Sam's. Yeah, I'm gonna go do that, just for a little bit though. Like, no problem. Then I went over to Amanda's for like a minute. Well, it ended up being till like 4 a.m. We were just like chilling. It was like, oh shit, it's 4 a.m. I gotta go. Like, so I go walk up to I walk over to Greg's, but his door's locked. So I figured he's asleep. I was like, oh, okay. So then I start walking to Sam's because I know like people there will probably be awake, and if I need a place to crash, I can go there. But then John and Greg are in the car, and they're just driving. They drive by, and they're like, "Yo, house is fucked up. We gotta go. Like, there's drama. Let's go." I was like, "Oh, okay." And Greg's still up at 4:30 in the morning, and so we get back and we just started like watching Netflix. Like, well, if I go to sleep, he had to be on campus by 8:45. He's like, well, if I go to sleep now, I'm not waking up, so I might as well just stay up. Opens another beer. It's like, Jesus, dude. Like, he did fine on the test, though, so
Well, that's good.
go
That's
him.
Woo! St. Patrick's Day weekend.
He was saying that when he stopped drinking, he started pounding coffee.
Yeah.
So as he was taking the test, like his heart is going crazy, but he's trying to.
I would
like,
have to piss like a race.
That's what I was thinking.
Like as soon as I take 2 or 3 cups of coffee, I gotta pee.
I can't
Same.
drink coffee. It just doesn't. Whatever it is,
and your pee smells so bad.
it just goes through me.
Yeah.
coffee dumps.
Oh yeah.
Coffee, peas, and dumps are awful smelling.
Not as bad as liquor dumps.
That's well, I don't know. Beer dumps are
Yeah,
pretty
beer
bad.
dumps, yeah.
Oh god, that was another fucking ride. No,
I guess we could just say all dumps are pretty bad.
but see the thing is like with alcohol.
I was gonna say, like, where do we go? Like, oh, well, this poop doesn't smell too bad. What?
On the funkometer, friends.
That's why I was like, wait, that's all piss
You
pretty
know, you
much
just,
so
you just
bad.
gotta use that poopery. That poopery.
But no, like whenever I drink, it's like my body just it, like flushes everything out. It's like, but you know, like when you go to the bathroom, you're just like, oh, like, and you kind of have that like that moment of just like, oh, I'm gonna puke. But my body's like, you have to puke, and you have to pee, and you have to poop, and you have to do everything all at once. Oh my god, do it now, do it. And I'm just like, ah.
This is actually a pretty good segue for the thing at the movie theater. I said this at the beginning, but we didn't really actually say it at the beginning. So I saw Belko Experiment yesterday, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, oh god, something just smells like rancid right now. Just like it smells like someone shit themselves right in the theater. Like not even
Big old dookie pile.
like someone just the turtle popped, and it was like time to come out.
The turtle popped and they're like, man, he's already out, so. He's already saying hello, might as well let him out.
But this happens like multiple times through the movie because the smell went away and then it would come back. And then the smell went away and then it would come back.
It was a 3D or a 4D effect for the movie.
Yeah.
This is what dead bodies and blood smells like.
Shit and blood.
Well, you know what they say, the last thing you do before you die is crap your... Oh, never mind.
This is only a test.
Speaking of movies, though, I did see Beauty and the Beast this week.
Yeah.
It's hilarious because critics keep on crapping on it, but it's legitimately almost verbatim just the animated movie as a live action
Well,
film.
they're not going to change much about the movie.
You can't. It's
Yeah, it's going to like fuck up the plot points. and everything.
Exactly. And there was like that whole point of Gaston's little sidekick, LeFou,
Yeah.
being gay and
Yeah,
whatnot.
like-
Like literally, the gay part is at the end of the movie. And I mean, they kind of alluded to it, but nothing like directly. But like at the end of the movie, they're doing this big ball dancing and like passing partners and whatnot. And at one point, LeFou gets past a guy and smiles, and it's like 3-second long clip, and that's
It's just
it.
very subtle. It's like, even this is not a problem.
And I mean, people were making such a big deal of it, and I'm like, they
Yeah.
used to use that for a comedy effect back in the day.
Right, like, you know, in Looney Tunes where Bugs Bunny goes and kisses everybody.
Exactly.
That's fucking with.
Like,
Yeah, and he's dressed as a woman, and it's like, oh my
Seducing
God,
Elmer
this,
Fudd.
this woman's so hot, and it's like,
Yeah,
you
it's
don't
like-
know, it's a man.
This, like,
It's a man bunny.
Like, Beauty and the Beast is about...
It was getting us okay with furries before furries were okay.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's always the fucking furries.
Like, Beauty and the Beast, they're totally okay with bestiality, kidnapping, and Stockholm Syndrome, but we draw the line at, this dude might be gay.
Exactly. It was like it was ridiculous. I just shook my head. Movie in general though is pretty good. I will say.
Side note, you've been watching Legion, right?
Yes.
Well, the Beast is actually...
Yeah, it's Dan Stevens.
yeah.
He's a really good actor.
Yeah,
Actually,
he is. I was like...
impressive thing is that the Beast voice that he does, he did that all himself. Like that's no computer aid.
no
Like
editing.
yeah, he was
That's
doing
awesome.
that voice.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
I like him.
I still need to see Logan.
Logan was...
Oscar
Love
worthy.
it.
I still say it's Oscar worthy.
Oh,
but
yeah, it's...
It won't
This
see
is
the
good.
light of day of the Oscars.
I
Hey
think
man,
it,
if
I think
Suicide
it
Squad
should.
can.
Yeah, right. Oh, there's hope.
Suicide Squad was like a C- project, and it won an Oscar.
It's true. It's like you went to film school and you like this is your first film out of college.
It's like when you have to present and your professor knows that you have nothing solid to present, but you just dazzle the entire room with bullshit.
The thing is, I didn't hate Suicide Squad. It's not a good movie, but it's entertaining.
It's entertaining.
And then the thing is, like, everyone was like, it was so bad. I was like, it's fun to watch. So now every time whenever someone brings up Suicide, you mean Oscar winning Suicide Squad. Thank you very much.
But yeah,
what did it win for?
Best makeup.
Yeah.
Really? All right.
Yeah,
like,
it's good. It's Oscar winner.
but same. It's just like who's ready to present, and you just kind of raise your hand. You're like, fuck it, let's burn this bitch down.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
I love that meme. The one that has the dog in the house, and it's just I'm sitting at the table.
Oh wait, everything's on fire.
Yeah.
It's like this is fine.
This is fine.
They've been using that for Paul Ryan for so much.
I don't blame him for that because it's accurate for him and his political career.
Yeah. That's like every time I have a fucking adventure with my car.
I don't know. I don't know if it's like I don't know if this like healthcare thing is like a power move on Trump's part to like make Paul Ryan look totally like an idiot so they can get rid of him. But that's what they're doing.
It's happening nonetheless.
It's like draft season for a team. Like if you really think about it, it's just like, well, we got this guy, but his numbers were good, but he's fucking up out in the field, so we gotta cut him. But that sleeper pick over there, that sleeper pick's doing pretty fucking good. He came out of the woodwork, so we kind of got him on a steal. So let's see what he's gonna do. And that guy over there, he always puts up solid numbers. He's not a star, but he's a solid player. He's a solid player. He's always good to have on the bench.
Some of the Republican congressmen they can't get to agree are ones that just want to straight up repeal the whole thing,
And they don't want any replacement.
which I find hysterical because you can't just repeal the whole thing because your constituents need that, you dummies. Do you want to get back in office? Oh wait, you'll just gerrymander your way back in because you're pieces of shit.
Hey,
Oh my god.
wow, Steve throwing it down.
Sorry, that was a little
Accurate?
far, but yeah.
I was about to say, don't apologize for accuracy.
Yeah. It's all loopholes and bullshit anyway.
Well, now jury.
Poop hole loophole.
Well, on the Republican side, it's definitely poop holes.
Loopholes, poop holes.
I know that wasn't supposed to be homophobic. I'm just saying Republicans caught more in bedrooms with young boys than.
That's frowned upon.
Ooh.
Actually, that makes me think. This is terrible that makes me think of this. Going back to Friday for St. Patrick's Day, Catholicism. That's where that made me think of. But but so in Catholic religion right now, it is Lent. It is Lent, which makes the look on Marcus's face.
Well, how do we get here? Let's roll it back.
Welcome to my Friday all over again. How did we get here?
We are that dog in the house.
Everything is fine.
Okay. Everything is fine.
But so Friday is it's Lent in the Catholic Church right now, and
Yes.
so on Fridays you're not supposed to eat meat. But bishops and whatnot can basically waive this off for their diocese, and I didn't realize it, but yeah, I'm like, this just shows how much alcoholism there is in Catholicism, because the bishop waived away like that mandate for this past Friday. Like, go ahead and eat your corned beef and cabbage and all that stuff. It's St. Patrick's Day. Go ahead and drink.
It's fine. Don't worry.
I always gave up things I didn't do for Lent. Say, hey, I'm not going to drink coffee. Whoops!
Like,
Look what I don't do.
Like, when I was 13, I gave up smoking, but then I actually started. Like,
Wait, I never asked. Are you guys Catholic, or were you raised Catholic, or were you?
I was. It was kind of like my family, my mom's side of the family was very big in the church. My grandparents specifically, like my grandfather is a deacon, and then my grandmother just like lives the Bible. Like, I would wake up sometimes, like when I'd crash at their place, they were like, yeah, stay in the back room, blah blah blah. And typical feed you till you explode.
Mm-hmm.
like
Sit here.
Regular grandparents, yeah.
Regular grandparents stuff. But I'd wake up, like I'd be up sometimes, just like playing video games or something, and I'd wake up and see her at 5 a.m. reading her Bible and doing like Hail Marys. And I'm just like,
Okay.
Wow, I've never seen someone that religious.
yeah.
I have.
Yeah.
That's how my grandparents are
And then,
too.
like,
Oh, that's crazy.
On
I mean, that's not crazy. It's
No,
just
I know. No,
that's
I know
weird.
what you mean.
That's weird. Dismissive.
Weird dismissive.
how dare you
weird.
have faith?
Dismissive.
Dismissive. But there was that, and then like my nanny on my dad's side, I think she's Baptist. I don't know, but she same thing, like Bible.
Some Christian denomination.
Yeah, but just like Bible all day. When she can't really move as well as she used to because she's getting up there. But like when she would cook, the like Jesus channel is on, so it's also like get your daily dose of Jesus from the Bible, get your daily dose of Jesus while you're cooking. Like,
Damn.
Again, that's how my
both
grandparents
sides
are. Like,
just like
they turn on the Bible channel on TV.
yeah, and it's
Like
just
Joyce Meyer.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like, there's a legitimate, at least up where my grandparents are, there's a legitimate channel that, like, will show Catholic masses
We've
and stuff
got-
like
yeah.
that.
We've
Okay.
got one like that, I think,
Is there one like that?
over here, but we don't have cable, so
Yeah.
we don't sit
I
there.
was always just
Okay,
like-
Nick, I'm not going to church today,
But
but
we can watch
we
it."
can sit here and watch it.
I always thought that was the most convenient option because
Sit there
like,
and watch
yeah, you're like you don't have to you have nobody to impress. You wake up if you TiVo it, you wake up when you want and then you watch it.
Well, I think that was part of the fact why I've become atheist, because we lived on the Maryland line. We would have to go to church, but my dad sometimes we just wouldn't, so we would just turn on the TV and watch the
All right, I'm making pancakes. We're gonna watch Jesus now.
and then eventually it just turned into, why do we have to go to church? Little me. Well, I hate church. This is dumb.
That's like all the adults on my mom's side of the family. They were all like raised heavy in the church, and then all the kids were just kind of like, like.
I want to sleep in today.
Well, I think it's funny because my dad doesn't like going to church, but the only reason my dad goes to church is because my mom goes to church.
Right.
Yeah.
And my mom will do
Things
this.
you do for love.
The things you do for love.
And then my mom does this thing on Tuesday where she's like, for an hour, like, does this prayer thing where you like sit down and just pray for an hour.
Adoration?
Adoration.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not doing that.
I don't have that's totally nice and everything. I don't have the attention span for that.
I really don't.
Patience is a virtue. It's not a virtue I have.
I'm just sitting there in adoration, just like,
I don't know. I count my adoration as like hours I spend just staring at a wall. Sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't want to get up. I'm
mean,
just gonna stare at the
practically the
ceiling.
You're right. You're right.
I mean, I guess sometimes I pray, like, please God, don't give me a reason to get up.
Like,
Like, does getting up in the morning count? Like, you just laying there, you're just looking up, like,
just like
oh.
casually, just like
just laying up at the ceiling, like,
feeling yourself.
here we
for a
fucking
little.
go again. Doing it.
Another day, another migraine.
But yeah, and like I couldn't be at adoration just sitting there because I'd be like, hey man, what Pokemon you got? Like, let's make this interesting. Let's do something here.
we probably lost so many listeners right now because I just said I was an atheist. But
We haven't lost
Catering to,
you.
like the Christian.
We're not really catering to any side, regardless.
Actually,
but definitely super religious people aren't listening to this.
yeah, I would be shocked if they made
I'm
it past the first
assumption.
episode.
I'm gonna go with Luke on this one since, like, yeah.
all right, Bible study next episode.
Steve's over here with like, he's sitting here like worrying. It's like, oh man, we just lost like 5 viewers.
Never mind.
I just think it's funny. You made a good point, Luke, that Virginia is close to Washington D.C.
Right. I mean, that was just like my assumption because it's a bigger area.
Yeah.
But who knows?
And also, it's partly like enculturation. Like, if that's what you know, some societies, like, church is huge. Like, it's a big deal, especially like down south. If you go down south, they literally have, like, that's what they call it, your Sunday best, because you wear the fucking
Best thing
like,
you have.
Yeah, the 2-3-piece suit to go to church, which is like 2 hours, and it's just like, if I'm going somewhere in a suit for 2 hours, I'm like trying to dance or something.
It's like this better pay off because I look fresh right now.
I was listening to NPR and they were talking about, I think it was a bishop, you may have heard this, and he was saying something about how they he feels like they've demonized or made religion look bad or something like that.
I don't think I heard that one, but that sounds interesting.
Yeah, it was just a short snippet, soundbite.
Just like with like Christianity, like you've got certain groups like the Westboro Baptist Church and
fuck them
like,
in the mouth.
I didn't know they were a thing. You just made them exist again. Why did you do that?
It's like you just lost the game.
Fucking last night.
Like, wait a second, you did.
Yeah, fucking Eric and Sam are going over the rules, and Eric's just like blah blah blah, and then you do that, but then you like lose the game, and then like Luke just screams like, "You just lost the game!" or some shit like that. It was fucking hilarious.
Like, I hate that stupid thing.
I
The
know,
game.
I haven't heard it like
in years.
But
we cackled last night.
It was so good. It's like you lost the game. It was like, oh god. Like,
yeah, just like
why did it's like coming out of your mouth? You're like, you lost the game.
No.
Grab words, bro.
I just in general, as far as just theories and stuff like that, I think religion can be very interesting, and like you said, certain groups give the umbrella like a bad name of certain religions because it's just like you said, what Westboro Baptist, and you even have people in that same religion just like, we don't fucking like them either. Like they're dicks.
It's like we don't like them.
Like they're crazy.
Yeah.
Well, last time we went over to get Maggie went to go get her birth control, and they're walking in like they're already the protesters already packing up their stuff or whatever. I'm thinking to him like these are the laziest protesters.
Like, hey man,
we're done.
We protested for about 45 minutes. You guys want to go get pizza?
Exactly.
Like,
who can protest that?
Like, I kind of just want to be like, why don't you guys come inside and see what the inside of a Planned Parenthood looks like?
My favorite thing was Russell Brand used to have a talk show on FX, and it was only for like once. There's an episode where they bring the Westboro Baptist Church on. It is the funniest thing in the world. He's like, they show up, like, two guys from the Westboro Baptist show up with a poster, Russell Brand with, like, a pitchfork and, like, devil horns, and it says, "Fag Pimp Brand," and he's like, well, this is clearly offensive. It's like... It's like when you say fag, you mean cigarette? Like, it's like, I'm from London, so...
I think the best thing...
It was a bag!
I think the best thing I ever saw, like, in relation to the Westboro Baptist Church was the one... oh, shit, I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head now. The one Kevin Smith movie that was kind of like a horror...
Red State.
Red State, yeah. When he was touring it, they kept on showing up at each of the shows to protest it.
Really?
Yeah, and so what he started doing then was encouraging his fans to come out early with their own picket signs and picket against the Westboro Baptist Church. And so there's a picture of him because he would join out with his fans and he would, like, they'd be saying, like, fags are all going to hell, and Kevin Smith is a fag enabler, and blah, 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 blah. And then like, there's Kevin Smith, there's this great picture of him holding a sign that says, "Dicks taste yummy."
Yes.
Like, I'm not even gay, but I give up.
Yeah. just to rub somebody the wrong way. And get, like, the giant inflatable penis costumes they always sell around Halloween. It's like Galvin's around.
Ask me
about my wiener!
Prancing through. Ask me about my wiener!
Handing out the fucking Mardi Gras beads with the dicks on them like they have for bachelorette parties.
Yes.
Like, do you have nothing better to do with your fucking time, you ignorant piece of shit? Like, can you just go somewhere?
That's why I thought the Westboro was done, because I don't even remember them anymore. I forgot about them, and then, like, there was an article...
Luke resurrected them.
It wasn't you. There was an article, like, showed up on Facebook at some point. It was, like, a TED Talk of, like, a girl that came from the West...
Right, oh, yeah, like,
I haven't watched it, so I don't know what it's about.
It's actually really, really good. She left the church and everything, and she was actually one of the protesters for Kevin Smith, and she was kind of like their head like spokesperson at the time, and they would tweet back and forth, and at one point Kevin's like, "Well, here's some tickets. Why don't you guys come and watch the movie and whatnot?" And they actually did come in and watch like the first 5 minutes.
And then they just walked out.
Yeah, they went up
But they gave him a sign or something.
Yeah, exactly. I don't remember what it said, but...
And his daughter finds it later on or something
like that. I don't recall, but yeah, Megan Phelps, she's out of the system now, But that TED Talk, I literally just watched it this
What's
past
she talking
week.
about?
She just talks about how
I'm lazy. I don't want.
she just talks about her story of escaping that world and like getting out into the world and realizing that like all these things that she'd been protesting and whatnot, like she'd been in like a bubble where she was just born and raised to hate these people and then realized like, wait, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
But there's more to this than right here.
Yeah.
Yes.
And certain people don't get other people's lifestyles and understand it, and that's like absolutely fine. But don't just go around just shitting on people because you don't like how they live.
It's okay. The Westboro Baptist Church
You
is
can show
now
them all you want.
it's now a political party. It's called the Republican Party.
I mean, I was going to say the Tea Party, but all right.
We're
Sorry.
Say the Nazi party now? Might as well, right? Shitting on them all.
Yeah, fuck it, they are. They're not.
Fucking Nazis.
Just lump all the shitbird parties together so we can shit on them collectively.
They're all kind of the same now. They might as well just get themselves under one umbrella.
All my rotten eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
Umbrella.
But yeah, just like live and let live.
I wish we could just like like when they did in Futurama, like you know how they put all the robots on one island.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, can we just put them all on one island?
That's a internment camps are frowned upon, Steve. Like that's,
Internment camps for Republicans, maybe, but not for Muslims.
Oh! Whoa!
wow.
Steve is bringing it hard.
Like,
Shorty fired Bernard on that dance.
Oh, I'm sorry. Same thing goes for Mexicans.
It's all good.
bang.
Well, did
Bang.
you guys see there was a comment from, I don't remember, I want to say like Alabama or something like that, senator or House Republican, I don't remember, but his name's Steve King, that's why but this guy said earlier this week where they were interviewing and he's like, oh yeah, we need to have stronger immigration rules and blah, 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 blah. He goes, really, what my dream is just to see like everyone in America look the same and we can't be taking in other
Steve King.
Yeah.
Oh, what a piece of shit.
He goes like, we can't be taking in other people's babies. And they're like, and people are like, well, that like they addressed it after the interview, like that sounded really, really racist. And he's like, yeah, I stand by everything I said. I want everyone to look the same. It's just like, all right then.
You piece of shit, you gerrymandering motherfucker.
But what I find hilarious is people that are just like, we had this land. Like, nah, bro, you stole this land.
I bet he calls his wife mother in bed.
Oh god.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
This is the stuff that I would say when I would burn a bridge. Like when...
But he has no affiliates.
I know,
like, no
but-
party to this guy.
It's like when my...
I'm sorry, that one was in my one was in my head, and I just had to
No,
get it
I
out.
love it. I love it. She's going off, and I love it. It's like when,
Go off.
it's like when my ex cheated on me. I tagged her in Facebook. I'm like, yeah, this bitch cheated. It's like, this is what you're doing right now. It's like,
I don't know if this hour we have every weekend makes me a better person or a worse person.
there's some catharsis of just getting out.
It's a little therapeutic for sure.
Well, I just was thinking back to that article about Pence before they got moved into office, and he would call his wife mother.
Yeah.
So it's like,
so
that must be
creepy.
a common thing among Republicans. They're going to just call all their wives mother.
It's
Oh,
so
mother!
creepy.
Oh, mother!
Oh my god.
What do you call your gun? Gun!
No, more like son.
I'm gonna go shoot my son outside. Gonna really get it off.
Breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. Holy shit.
I'm sorry.
No, you don't need to apologize at all.
That's weird.
Dismissive.
Okay, whole Republican part. That's weird. Dismissive.
It would probably be like fucking. Oh, what the fuck was that book? Where the kids get lost on an island?
You mean Lord of the Flies?
Yes, that's what it would be if you put all the shit parties on one island. It would just
We
be
just dump all the guns there too. Just dump them all there. Then just kill each other.
No, I don't know. No guns. That's too easy.
Belko Island.
That's the next. That's the next movie.
I mean, that was Battle Royale, so...
Yeah. No, they all get like the mini baseball bats. That's the only weapon. So they have to bludgeon each other to
Oh my
death.
god, that'd be wonderful.
No, they don't even get that. They get the big yellow or red wiffle ball bats. Like the big plastic wiffle ball bats.
That was the one thing I didn't like about Belko Experiment is that the white guy survived. I was like, can we just have it so maybe it was a minority that won? I'm a white guy, and I want to see the minority win in a fucking movie.
Get out! That guy won.
You just have to watch Get Out again. For like the next 10 years, it's going to be the only movie.
Where the black guy doesn't die
It's
first.
going to be like, well, you got one movie there, darkies. Here we go. Thank you, Jordan Peele.
Well, no, we got halfway, we got almost whole way through the movie, and then this one girl that had been building up the whole movie just comes down the elevator, bam, dead, shot in the head. Well, so what the hell?
That's like...
It's anticlimactic.
But if you honestly think about it, every other movie, it's like black guys, black girls, white guys, white girls. Like, there's no Mexicans. There's like,
That's true.
There's no Latinos. There's no Asians. There's nothing else. And it's just like, can the Asian woman make it to the end of the horror movie? Damn it!
Well, no, you're wrong. There was an Asian dude in the sequel to Anaconda. Yeah,
that was so highly esteemed.
and he dies like midway through the movie. Jeez, you know nothing.
I'm surprised it looks like... No, just look at Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, Tokyo Drift where they have a white guy.
Full circle.
Yeah, it's a white guy and a black guy. 'Cause it's like.
Oh my god.
And the Asians are the bad guys. You're in their country. You're the bad guy.
Fucking Gaijin, get the hell out of here!
It's like what was Drago, the guy from Rocky IV?
Yeah.
It's like when the Russian comes to America, the Russian's the bad guy.
If
when
Rocky
the
went to
American goes to
America-
Japan, the American's the good guy.
That's because America's always the good guy.
Yeah,
America.
that's like the old.
Let's just admit we're not the good guy. We never have been.
Nope.
Well, as anything, everyone has their moments. Everyone has their ups and their downs.
Yeah.
Like,
But it's always been like a subtle like we're the good guy if you can help us.
yes.
Like a very just like underlying thing of just like if you help us, we're on your side.
Well, I think America's more like, you know how we have the belt and we hand it around, like who did the worst thing
This weekend, yeah.
Well, America has officially got the belt, and
Does that mean I don't have the belt? Because America can
no,
have it.
No, you have the
it's
belt for
different
this
with
weekend.
countries. They got a different country belt.
A bigger belt. It has lights on it.
Yeah, I think you definitely took the belt this week.
Who had it before me?
Probably Luke.
Because we haven't even been keeping
I think it
track.
was me.
It was you.
yeah.
It was you. Yeah. We
So
should.
you get the belt now. Here you go, sir. Polished
Give
it.
this to you.
It's polished.
Bequeathed.
I decided to put a Flavor Flav clock on it, so here you go.
That's
You
sweet.
always know what time it is.
Exactly, since you
game
lost
time.
track of it so much.
I don't know, but this weekend took like 8 years off my life. And, you know, wanna help.
So, yeah. I feel like it was just me and you, like, drunkenly skipping down Jackson Street, and then, like, music's in the back, it's like, whatever, me and you. You and me.
Next morning.
You've watched Master of None, right?
I saw, like, 1 or 2 episodes.
There's an episode of Master of None where it's two friends. So they go to the bar, and it's two guys, and they leave the bar, and they're like, they tell the girl, like, oh, you need us to walk you home? She's like, no, I'm good, and she starts walking home, and there's this, like, just running around, skipping, picking up, he's like, oh, a quarter, yeah, and then hers is like, this creepy guy's following her home, and...
Show the difference between a guy and a girl getting home.
We were in Philly, like, years ago, and there was this house that just had a box of toys out, and it said free. One of the toys in there was a fucking baseball bat.
Oh my god.
And it was around Halloween, and people put out pumpkins. So,
when in Rome, when in Greek.
my friend decides, because you know how Philly has a lot of those little, like, narrow side streets? So we're walking down this little side street in this really nice neighborhood, and he decides to just grab a pumpkin off of somebody's porch and, like, starts, like, dribbling it like a soccer ball down the street. And then out of nowhere, just grabs the baseball bat from me and just smashes it in the middle of the street, and, like, we take off.
That's some, like, what do you call it? Clockwork Orange shit.
That is, yeah.
But it was just,
That's
like,
exactly Clockwork Orange.
like, I knew, like...
Please don't break into someone's house and you know what.
Yeah, oh, God, no. But it's just, like, whenever we would go out, it's just, like, he's like that person where it's just like, you're gonna end up with a story about him by the end of the night. It just happens.
Let me provide you with the belt right now.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Preemptive belting.
No. Awesome story.
Pre-belt.
Okay.
Here you go.
We know you're gonna take it.
It doesn't have the Flavor Flav clock on it yet. I'm going to install that once you do it.
Yeah. We go to this party. Now, first of all, this party is all sorts of just like whatever. So we end up at this party, and back at our friend's apartment, they didn't go grocery shopping or anything yet, so they had like no food. It's like a Saturday night. Again, my friend, the one that I'm always just like, you'll never leave without a story somehow. We're at this party, and the way it's set up, they have the pong table right next to the kitchen, and the kitchen's like a little walk-in breakfast kitchen, so you can see right into it. And it has this little ledge, and everybody's just kind of sitting there, and we're just chilling, and I'm playing pong. And he walks up to me in his drunken stupor, and he says to me, I'm going to feed everyone. That's all he says. And he says it with like such a look of confidence, and I'm just like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, what the fuck are you about
Jesus.
to do?
Like, yeah, Jesus.
Show me. Where's the basket of fish and bread?
Religious themes all tied in.
All tied in.
Bring it around.
Can't you do
Bring
the
it
wedding
around.
of Canaan instead?
In case like listeners are wondering, the show's actually scripted. Believe it or not.
Yeah, we write vigorously throughout the week. We do.
I'm
No,
flipping
really.
through my pages right now.
Really, this all just comes from my dark mind.
That's pretty much all of us. But so he says, I'm gonna feed everyone. Smiles, dips. Right? I'm playing pong, whatever, just chilling, doing whatever, playing. And I happen to look up. He walks into their kitchen, and they have this little pantry. This guy has, because it's like October, so he has this big ass winter jacket. I literally see him start grabbing cans of soup and ramen and shoving them in his jacket from this party. And I'm just like, watching this. And the party's...
When he said everyone, who did he mean?
He meant like everybody like back at the house. So there was like 5 or 6 of us.
Oh, okay. I thought he was like he was just going to go out in the street and give people food. I'm going to feed everyone.
Everybody in the world.
No. But I look at him and I'm like fucking gobsmacked that nobody is
Saying anything.
Yeah, and one guy, he just goes, "Hey, I see you." And my friend just turns around, looks him dead in the face, and just shrugs. And we're in Philly, and this guy just goes, "Flip, Philadelphia," and like walks off. And I'm like sitting there, like trying to make this compute. And he stole like good soup. It was like Progresso and like the high end Campbell's and shit.
You got some Annies in there.
No. It's better. This fucker, right? First of all, this party was hilarious. Anyway, I saw a girl try to take a shot of vodka that somebody poured from a balcony.
I remember you telling me about this.
And it got in her face. And it was hilarious.
Fucking deserted. It's like bird shit just landing on your head.
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
I've been there before. There was one time, it was St. Patrick's Day. I was in Pittsburgh visiting my friends who went to school there, and it was was a long day of day drinking. Like, we woke up at like 6 a.m. and went to the parade. I blacked out some point at the parade. And
at the blackout parade.
and then I came,
Not the black parade, the blackout parade.
Yep.
but I came out of my blackout to basically some girl was like, who wants a shot? And she's like on a school bus driving by. Like, I don't know why they're using school buses to carry people at midnight. And so I reached for the bus, like, no, important. It's like, okay.
Really, that was just a religious cult.
Drank in the Kool-Aid.
It was cotton candy Burnett's vodka.
Oh,
So for the rest of the night, smelled like cotton candy, sticky.
So I watched this girl try and take a shot. It literally like went right in her eye. It was hilarious.
This is so majestic.
It really was, because I was just like,
It's like seeing a unicorn in the wild, as you would say.
yep. Yep.
Lord.
So that happens, and then my friend who stole all the soup and ramen ate a pack of ramen dry, went outside, puked, found $5. Like, no bullshit. You know how everybody like it was a running joke years ago, like and then I found $5. No, he actually puked all over the sidewalk and then found $5.
Actually, eating those ramen things like dry isn't a bad idea. Just pour the seasoning on top.
Yeah,
It's like
I think
nice
it was just,
treat.
It was just too much, and I think just him and his asshole stupor. I think he took someone's like micro SD card and just he texted their dad that they were pregnant on somebody's phone. Like, he was just like full like asshole mode.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that'd be like just whenever we go out, it's just always just like, so what happened? I'm just like, well, gather around the fire, kids.
Are you afraid of the dark?
There was that, and I think that one trip there was this girl that had a thing for him, and he and I would fuck with each other constantly. She had this she was kind of like she was trying to like, I think she just wanted a slice. And so he's texting her, and he's driving. He's like, hey, can you just respond so I don't have to text and drive? And I was like, all right, I got you. So I'm looking at her text, and all I replied back to it was Eiffel Tower, ? And I deleted the text. So when she texted back, she's like, what's that? She had no idea what it was. I was just like, look it up. And it became like an entire thing, and I kept making Eiffel Tower jokes the entire weekend. He's just like, you're a fucking asshole. I'm just like,
A little bit.
I was like, she's game. Fuck you. You're welcome. I helped you.
And the next morning, Marcus got up and prayed the rosary.
He probably needed to.
I don't even know how the Hail Mary goes. But anyway.
Hail Mary, full of grace. I don't know the rest of this shit.
Yep. Sounds about right. But anyway, Marcus, you can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at QUEZMAV. You can find me on Genius under the project named AU_XY. You can find me probably blacked out at Nerfs on St. Patrick's Day. You can find me. Snapchat is SIR.
Say it like it's happening again soon.
We can have a second St. Patrick's Day, just like Marcus wants to have a second Halloween.
I mean, if we're having second Halloween, we could do that. We could shake on that right now.
We'll see.
We'll just do it all over again next weekend.
Drinking's expensive.
Yeah.
It is.
Addiction.
It can,
Addiction's a expensive habit. Like,
I think I'm just gonna quit. You got the heroin needle in your arm. You go, I'm just gonna quit. This is expensive.
nah.
Last time I do this at 5:30 in the
Like
morning.
the Warren Buffett of heroin addicts. This is too expensive for me now.
This is not fiscally responsible.
It's bad for you, but no, it's just
It's
the
just
money.
too expensive.
I gotta pay my rent.
It's in my arm now.
Anybody want one? It's only slightly used.
So you see on Craigslist, just a bunch of
Slightly-
dirty needles.
Slightly used needles.
Is this like fucking Tijuana? Like, what the fuck?
All right, I'm Steve.
Hashtag still Steve.
Still Steve.
I'm Luke. I'm kind of tired. It's a rough weekend. Find me Hook Louver. For my Snapchat, HUKE_LOVER for Instagram and Twitter.
Hook Louver.
Find me Hook Louver. For my Snapchat, HUKE_LOVER for Instagram and Twitter. Find me Hook Louver. For my Snapchat, HUKE_LOVER for Instagram and Twitter. Find me Hook Louver. For my Snapchat, HUKE_LOVER for Instagram and Twitter. Stay savage. Or don't, whatever. I don't care.
And I am Nick. You can find me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter, all under NLenz42. That's NLENZ42. Don't forget to hit up the official Trophy Husbands Twitter at The True Trophies. As always, we'll have new sods coming at you on hashtag Trophy Tuesday. Hope all of you guys had a good St. Patrick's. We'll catch you next time.
Stay fiscally responsible.
Talking to you, Warren Buffett. Don't spend it all out on the spot.
Liberals aren't safe either.
No one's safe. We're trophy husbands.
Peace.